So overnight, Ukraine carried out their largest drone attack against Moscow since the war began. And this wasn't some sort of lucky strike, like one or two drones accidentally got through. It was coordinated and the result of months and months of dedicated operations to degrade Russian air defense. This is what happens when you focus on destroying Russia's air defense network over the course of the last 9 to 18 months. We saw last night, as Moscow continues to burn this morning, Ukraine carried out a massive wave into the Russian capital that overwhelmed Russian air defense systems, but also hit strategic targets like trains, ships, command posts, and airfields all across Russia and occupied territories of Ukraine. To be blunt, what's happening right now is Ukraine is taking out Russian air defense systems faster than Russia can manufacture them. So Russia has too much territory to defend with their current air defense systems, just to be able to detect and shoot these drones down. Ukraine is building more drones at longer ranges, making them more effective to be able to strike those targets while hitting these Russian air defense assets. So Russia is losing coverage while Ukraine is gaining capability. What that has meant over the course of the last few weeks is every single day, Russian air defenses become more and more stretched out. There's more gaps for Ukraine to exploit, and they are. It's not just a matter of finding a gap and then maybe they'll put together a platform or a strike package in a few weeks or a few months to go after it. It is a gap is opened. The very next day, there are multiple Ukrainian drones streaming through, striking high-value Russian targets. This genuinely feels like a turning point in the war.
Ебать. Это Химки, ребята, если что.
Прям над нами летит.
Над нами. Ну-ка дай, подожди.
Бажаю здоров'я, шановні українці і українки. Перш за все, наша влучність, наші далекобійні санкції проти Росії за цю війну. Сьогодні дуже масштабно Сили оборони України, наша Служба безпеки України, наша розвідка відпрацювали по московському регіону. Хороша хвиля наших діпстрайків забезпечуємо Україні цю можливість. Дистанція до цілей цього разу більш ніж 500 кілометрів. Це вагомо ще й тому, що московський регіон найбільш насичений російськими засобами ППО. Вони свій район влади бережуть найбільше. Але українські далекобійні кроки вже це долають. Як я вчора і казав, росіянам треба думати про свої НПЗ, про свої нафтові об'єкти, про свої підприємства, а не про те, як зламати життя інших народів в Україні, чи в Молдові, чи в будь-якій іншій країні-сусідці. Також наші Сили оборони відпрацювали за цю добу.
News now have shifted to Ukraine and Russia. Before it used to be Iran and USA, but now it's shifted again because the Ukrainians released more than 1,000 drones of warheads into Russia. And so many of them hit their target. The interceptors could not do anything. What does that tell you? It tells you that the Ukrainians have understudied so much what is happening in Iran. You know, when they realized that all the domes around could not intercept those drones they were sending to all the bases in the Gulf. Iranians were really hitting their target. So they used the same. That's exactly what happened. And it worked for them. You see, Moscow, in a bid we are being hit from left, right, and center. And the Kremlin was shocked, you know. Kremlin was shocked. Russians were very shocked because they were hitting them from left, right, and center. They didn't know what hit them. This war is no longer the usual conventional war where things have really changed. The invent of drones have changed the war atmosphere, the war situation in the world now. Yes, because you can have all the drones which you have bought with millions of dollars, and then a little money for drones is scattering the whole country, is bombing everywhere. They've realized that if you send a little, the drones can stop them, the interceptors can stop them. But when you send a barrage, when you send so much, like 1,000 drones, how many can they stop? How many can they intercept? That was exactly what happened. That was exactly what happened. So we're get ready, put on your this thing, because so much is going to come, a lot in the news. But remember, the world needs peace. We are tired of war. War here, war there. We want peace. So we're praying that peace comes to the world. So like we said, the world needs peace. Don't touch the dial. But be ready. We are going to be serving you fresh as it comes. Don't touch the dial. Bye-bye.